everyone, my name is Carol and today I'll be showing you how to cook some baked salmon with a quinoa salad. This recipe is for 4 portions only and I'll be leaving all the details and all the quantities in the comment section. I will make sure too that I include the nutritional information there, so please make sure that you check that in the end. This recipe is considered a heart healthy recipe, and that's because we first have the salmon, and the salmon is a very good source of omega-3, which can help to reduce inflammation and support healthy blood vessels. We also have quinoa, and if you have never tried quinoa before, I encourage you to do so. Quinoa is very tasty, it's very easy to prepare, and it's also very high in fiber, and it provides some protein too. The fiber, as we know, it will help to lower your cholesterol or also improve your heart health. So 2 very good things here. We also have plenty of vegetables that provides vitamins, antioxidants, and just additional fiber. Now we are going to start our preparation for our quinoa. As I mentioned before, quinoa, it's very easy to cook. It's very similar to what you would do with rice. We are going to do 1 cup of quinoa and then 2 cups of water. I already have my quinoa here. I'm just going to add my 2 cups of water. It doesn't have to be hot water, it has to be cold water. We will put this on our stove and you will have to set up the heat to high. Once the water starts to boil, you will need to make sure that you lower the temperature of the stove. While the quinoa is getting ready, I'm going to start chopping my ingredients for the salad. I'm going to start with 1 pint of cherry tomatoes, and we just need to cut them in half, so it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so that's ready. We are going to keep going with our fresh parsley. We just need 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. And that's perfect. We are going to continue by chopping our red onion, and we just need 1/4 cup. I'm just going to chop our cucumber. We just need 1 cucumber. I have already chopped the ends, and we just need to chop it on tiny little squares. Okay, so we are done with our chopping. We are just going to set this aside for when our quinoa is ready. Next, I'm going to prepare our dressing for the salad. We just need some lemon juice, some garlic, some olive oil. So I'm going to start by getting the lemon juice. Next, I'm going to chop my garlic. Just make sure that your garlic is chopped very fine so you don't get those big garlic chunks in the salad. That would not be good. So this is ready. We are just going to put it inside of our container with the lemon, just like that. We will also add a pinch of black pepper. I'm not a huge fan of black pepper, so I will just add a tiny little bit. And we will also add some olive oil to our dressing. I will just add 1 tablespoon. I think that's going to be plenty. We just mix this a little bit and then we will set aside for when our quinoa is ready. While our quinoa is resting, we are going to start the preparation for the salmon. I got 4 portions of salmon. Each one of them is about 6 ounces. And I will also be removing the skin because I have kids and they don't like the skin in the salmon. Okay, so we are done removing the skin. We are just going to make sure that there are no scales on the fish. I will just wash my hands very quick. For my salmon, I'm just going to do a very light flavor, I will just use some fresh herbs. We will do some parsley, some dill, some lemon, and some garlic. Also just a tiny bit of olive oil, as the salmon is already very fatty, very rich. So I'm just going to start chopping my parsley. We will need a quarter of a cup of parsley, and then we will continue with everything else. I will continue chopping my dill. We will also need a quarter of a cup of dill. And I am going to start by adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And we will just sprinkle it on top of the salmon. And then I can just start adding my fresh herbs. We got the parsley. That's perfect. We add the dill. Then we just chop our garlic. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside, and we will add the lemon juice here. Perfect. Just remember that the goal here is try to cook a heart healthy meal, which is why I am not adding any salt here, but it is up to you. If you wish to add some salt, you're more than welcome to do. Just make sure that you keep it very low. So that it's ready, I'm just going to cut some lemon so I can put it on top of my salmon. Okay, so our salmon is ready to go in the oven. Again, if you don't remember from the beginning, I mentioned that our oven needs to be at 375, and it'll take about 10 minutes, also depending on how you like the salmon. While the salmon is cooking, we will start preparing our salad. The quinoa has been resting there. It has probably been more than 5 minutes, so it should be ready. I will just put it here so it can start cooling down. So that's it. We will put this aside and wait until it's cold. Okay, so our quinoa is ready. It is cold enough to start putting all the vegetables inside of here. So we just need to make sure that when we are mixing our salad, we are very gentle. And that's it. Our quinoa salad is ready. We just need to put everything together now with the salmon and our salad, and then we are all done. It has been 10 minutes, so I will check my salmon. Just make sure that it's cooked to my liking, and let's hope it's ready. Okay, that's perfect. I can already tell that it's ready. So we have our salmon ready, we have our salad ready, so the last step is just plating. As our last step for our salad, we will add some feta cheese. We just need half a cup for the whole recipe, and I like this one, that it's fat-free. And that's perfect. Our serving portion for the salad, it's about 2 cups, so that's what we will do right now. Our dish is ready. As you can see, I hope that you have enjoyed the recipe.